Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 5. Thank you so much for watching my last video. I appreciate it. In this episode, I just wanted to showcase the couple comments we got. Black Widow said the issue is how Tyrone can serve Dany full, so without no bias, because he's still concerned about the safety of his family, especially Jaime Lannister, or Jamie, I'm sorry. But you can tell that just by the battle and how he's worried about Jaime and not wanting him to die. So he definitely has different interests than Dany does. And then Marjo France says, the better question, swimming with one hand, can he swim with all his heavy armor? I don't know why that didn't dawn on me. You know, I was just kind of like, just thinking hyper-focused on his hand. But yeah, that heavy armor is going to make it incredibly hard to swim. So, you know, I've been thinking about it. I kind of hope Jaime's okay. I do really like Jaime. He's got some issues, of course. You know, he's a Lannister. And I don't know. I do hope he's okay. But hopefully we'll find out here at the beginning of this episode. Because I don't want to have to go through the whole episode wondering if he's dead or not. I don't know if someone's going to be able to save him. Or if he's just... If that's it. But I guess we'll find out. You know, I won't be heartbroken if he is dead, but I do think he's another huge character, and it would suck to see him go. I mean, he has lasted this long, and he's been through a lot, but yeah, it would just I don't necessarily want to see him leave this show at this point. But yeah, I'm excited for this episode. I'm looking forward to it. I took a nap today just to make sure I had enough energy to watch, so we should be good to go. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Yay! Yay! I was wondering if it was Bronze. That's awesome. That's awesome. They're both alive. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, that's great. Also, I forgot to mention, Gus got mad at me because I forgot the line, "Chaos is a ladder," that Peter Baelish told the eunuch. I don't know why I can never remember his name. Lord Varys. So he told Lord Varys chaos is a ladder. And so Bran was telling him that, just letting Peter know that he knows all. So that was kind of intriguing too. It made a lot more sense when Gus explained that it was something I didn't pick up on. So thank you, Gus, for your feedback as well every week. He usually messaged me on Discord, which is fine. But I am glad that both of them are alive.
You could have killed me. The fuck were you doing back there? Ending the war. Killing her. You saw the dragon between you and her. And? I have to tell Cersei. May as well jump back in that river.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I wonder, did they lose the whole army? Everybody? Did everybody die? I mean, it certainly looks like it. You can see the remains, the smoke. I mean, even if not everybody died, they lost a huge portion of their army. Not good. Not good for the Lannisters. Oh, those that are left, they captured them. I thought they would just kill them all. Maybe she thinks they'll join after seeing the dragons. Could be. Could be.
You will have to kill me too.
Step back and shut your mouth.
Who are you?
Stupid boy.
I'm Dickon Tarley, son of Randall Tarley.
You are the future of your house. This war has already wiped one great house from the world. Don't let it happen again. Bend the knee.
I will not.
Your Grace, nothing scrubs bold notions from a man's head like a few weeks in a dark cell.
I meant what I said.
You know, it's interesting that, bend the knee or I'll kill you. It's not, everybody, she's saying everybody chooses to follow her. Everybody up to this point chooses to follow her, chooses to serve her. But these folks don't have a choice. I mean, I get that they're fighting on the wrong side, in quotation marks, but they're, I don't know. That doesn't, it's not bend the knee in awe or bend the knee because you believe that you're the new queen and you want to serve her. It's bend the knee or I'll kill you. I don't know. It's different way of playing the game, I suppose.
Dracarys.
That's a shame. I like Dickon. He had a fun name, too. But, okay. I guess this isn't much different than what she's done in the past. For example, when she was captured by the Targaryen, she killed the leaders and came out of the fire. I mean, it was a little different. I don't know. If that's the way you want to rule, I guess more power to you. But it's interesting, Tyrell is not really a fan of that. Well, because it's his family. His family army. He's not really sold with the idea. Am I saying his name wrong again? Tyrion, I think. Tyrion.
And if we don't find a way out of this war, we'll follow them.
So we fight and die, or we submit and die. I know my choice. A soldier should know his.
Well, dang. There you have it. Yeah, sorry I was calling Tyrion the wrong name. I don't know what came over me. I think when I try to read it, when I was reading the comment, it just looks different to me than how it sounds. But regardless. Jon is a braver man than I am. I would not reach my hand out to pet a dragon. There are some creatures that just aren't necessarily meant to be petted. But it was interesting that the dragon was accepting of it and okay with it. Maybe it's because Dany likes Jon. I didn't really think that or get that vibe until after the last episode when the writers were talking about it. How there was I forget how they worded it, but there was some form of connection there between the two of them. And that might be true, but I feel like I don't know. He won't bend the knee. She just killed people that wouldn't bend the knee. What's keeping her from killing Jon?
Miyake o Anisukushi.
Ravens. We need to send ravens.
I put very little stock in it myself. Prophecies of doom are never in short supply, especially when winter comes.
I remember Walcom. A little timid, but a sharp mind.
Yeah, the North has dulled many good maesters' wits. Hard to say whether it's the cold, the drink, or the company. A crippled boy claims to have seen dead men on the march beyond the wall, thanks to the magical help of a raven with 3 eyes.
Oh, man. They got the raven. But see, the thing is, if nobody believes it, then they're not going to be able to get assistance. They're not going to be able to get help. I mean, good for Bren trying to help them out. I mean, they look like there was still a little bit of distance from the wall, but they're coming. They're marching. You know, there's not much time left. John doesn't have much time. Wonder how the mining project is going.
It's talking to cripples.
Archmaester, please. It's real. I've seen it.
We will write to Maester Vulcan at Winterfell for clarification. I promise you, we will get to the truth of it one way or another.
Archmaester,
that
please.
will be all, Tali.
It brings to mind the work of Jenny Olsen. Is he the one whose father and brother were just burnt alive?
I'm afraid so.
A horrible business.
I haven't had the heart to tell him yet. He's a good lad. Right. The Ravenry was falling apart the last time I checked.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't too fond of his father, and his father wasn't too fond of him, but that is rough. That is rough for Sam. You know, it's a shame that they're not listening to Sam, but he's also, I mean, he said he's seen it, but he hasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gus is going to make fun of me for saying I don't know so many times. I wonder what clarification Bran could send that would make them believe him. Because right now, he's just telling the truth, and the truth's not good enough. So what, in addition to the truth, could he do to have people believe him?
Who's that for?
Jon Snow.
Did you read it?
It's a sealed scroll for the king in the north.
What's it say?
Nothing good.
I thought Arya was dead. I thought Bran was dead.
I'm happy for you. You don't look happy.
Bran saw the Night King and his army marching towards Eastwatch.
He might listen to me.
And how would you get into King's Landing?
I can smuggle you in. Then...
Wow. Wow. This is very interesting because she almost is believing them. But I don't know, like, are you really trusting Cersei to help? I realize, you know, the dead, the White Walkers is a bigger problem than what's going on right now if they breach the wall. But I don't think that she is going to care. She's definitely not going to help. I think, if anything, she'd just use it to her advantage. But it's interesting that Dany is believing them to some extent. And Tyrion coming up with the idea to talk to Jaime and see if they can get an audience. It's a very dangerous plan. Very dangerous plan, but it's fascinating, you know? It'd be cool to see them try to do this.
I put my trust in you, a stranger, because I knew it was the best chance for my people, for all our people. Now I'm asking you to trust in a stranger, because it's our best chance.
To their complaints, which is my responsibility as Lady of Winterfell.
Their opinions are important to you.
Glover has 500 men, Royce has 2,000. Offend them, and Jon loses his army.
Not if they lose their heads first.
Winterfell didn't just fall into our hands. We took it back. And the Mormonts, and the Hornwoods, and the Wildlings, and the Vale, all of us working together. Now, I'm sure cutting off heads is very satisfying, but that's not the way you get people to work together.
And if Jon doesn't come back, you'll need their support. So you can work together to give you what you really want.
How can you even think such a horrible thing?
You're thinking it right now. You don't want to be. But the thought just won't go away.
I have work to do.
My lady.
Interesting. You know, they both have valid points. I appreciate what Sansa's saying more so, though. I don't think you should just start, you know, beheading your own men. I mean, men that chose, you know, Jon as their king and then are listening to you and sharing their complaints with you. Like, if they didn't betray you, you know, there's no reason to behead them, at least not yet. You know, I appreciate listening to concerns. You know, they're valid concerns. King of the North should stay in the North. Well, yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's gonna go north. So farther north than you probably want him to.
She has a more important request.
I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. The meeting went better than expected, I suppose. You know, Jaime has every right to be mad. But I still agree with Lord Tyrion. I still agree with him. You know, his father just wanted him gone. He's wanted him gone since he was born. So, you know, and also the whole thing with his father was sleeping with the girl that Lord Tyrion thought he loved. I don't know. I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. Family drama. I'm still super glad my family doesn't have this much drama going on. In fact, I don't think we really have much drama at all right now, which is a good thing. I'm very glad I didn't kill my father, and my brother hates me. Not that I have a brother, but you know.
Wasn't sure I'd find you. Thought you might still be rowing. Looked in shops, taverns, brothels. Should have known to come straight to the Street of Steel.
Aren't you worried about the gold cloaks?
Haven't been here in years. Why should they recognize me? State of affairs. Bad things are coming.
You came to get me. You want me to come with you?
Well, the thing you need to understand is...
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't know much about swinging swords. But this I know.
That's awesome. They're reunited. That's cool. That's cool. Wonder if they're going to run into the Lady in Red again. Where'd she end up going? She said she was leaving, but she was going to come back because she was meant to die here in these lands. Man, we haven't seen him in forever. He looks so old. Wow. But he's ready. He's ready to go.
Fermented crab.
What?
Fermented crab. One bucket of this triples a brothel's earnings for the week. A man thinks he's done. He's ready to go back to his loving family. But before he gets his breeches up, his lady of the hour pops a tiny spoon of that into his mouth. 5 minutes later, he's back in the race. Here, have a taste.
Oh, this is bad timing.
Perhaps there's some arrangement?
Arrangement. You going to arrange to pay us more than Queen's service?
Well, there you have it. That took care of that problem. Grab the gold back too. Man, I knew they were gonna say something. Horrible timing. Horrible timing indeed. But alas. Now what do you do with the bodies? I'd put them out in the sea, but then they'd probably come back. I suppose you could hide them in the rocks, maybe? I'm not sure. You might end up getting compromised because of this. I mean, you'll be able to escape, but the queen will know something happened, you know? Jaime will know. Not good, but what else can you do at this point?
I met with Tyrion.
What did our brother have to say?
Daenerys wants to meet
To discuss her surrender.
to discuss an armistice.
She just won a great victory. Why would she want a truce now?
Because an army of dead men is marching on the Seven Kingdoms. Tyrion claims he'll have proof.
Are you going to punish him?
Tyrion?
Bronn. He betrayed you. He set up a meeting without your knowledge or consent. Do you think anything of importance happens in this city without me knowing?
You let it happen. Why?
I've come to believe that an accommodation with the Dragon Queen could be in our immediate interest. She has the numbers. If we want to beat her, we have to be clever. We have to fight her like Father would have. Dead men, dragons, and dragon queens. Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it. For ourselves, for our house.
I hope they don't punish Bronze. That's rough. That's rough. It's interesting that she was already aware. I mean, she didn't seem shocked. She had no reaction, really. I mean, I guess it's good he told her. I mean, of course, that was the whole purpose of the meeting, was to get her to meet. I don't know. She's just, I mean, just look at her. Just, you can see it in her eyes. Like, she's gone. You know? She's not the same person she used to be. And she never used to be a good person. Like, she never really was a good person anyways. But at least when she had children, she cared about them and would have done anything for them. But she's changed. You know, evil has just taken over her. She's not the same person anymore. I guess nobody is, really. But she's doing a good job acting. The actress is just pure evil. Pure evil. I gotta keep looking at it, but you don't have to. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a risky move for Daenerys to do this. For Khaleesi. Very risky move, but you know, she's putting her faith in Jon. So we'll see what happens.
Far south, far house. For this.
I had no reaction because I didn't process. I paused it right at the wrong moment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, this changes things. Potentially. My goodness.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace.
You survived King's Landing.
Yet again, Your Grace. This is
It's
cool.
Gendry, Your Grace. I'm Robert Baratheon's son. Bastard son.
He was meant to keep that to himself.
Our fathers trusted each other. Why shouldn't we?
I saw your father once at Winterfell.
I met yours. In my shop.
Yeah, nobody mind me. All I've ever done is live to a ripe old age.
Well, that meeting went well. Not at all how it was planned out, but, you know, they seem to be all right with each other, which is good. That's good. Jon could use more friends. Even if he is the king, he could use more friends. I mean, heck, his own people are wanting Sansa in charge instead of Jon, so that's a good thing.
But bring it back. Our queen needs you.
We should be better at saying farewell by now.
Your Grace, eh?
If I don't return, at least you won't have to deal with the king in the north anymore.
I've grown used to him.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come, Your Grace.
The Citadel.
No.
15,782.
I'm glad she's well. As well as can be. That's good. I wonder how little Sam's doing. Sam has good writing. He's good at writing script. I am not.
They set me to the task of preserving that man's wind accounting and annulments and bowel movements for all eternity, while the secret to defeating the Night King's probably sitting on some dusty shelf somewhere, completely ignored. Oh, but that's all right, isn't it? We can all become slavering, murderous imbeciles enthralled to evil incarnate, as long as we can have access to the full records of High Septon Maynard's 15,782 shits!
Steps. That number was the steps.
Don't take it out on her, Sam. Don't take it out on her. She's not the one you're mad at. She's not the one you're mad at.
You always wanted to be a maester.
I'm tired of reading about the achievements of better men.
He's quoting his father. All right. Off he goes. Where's he going? North to the wall, I'd assume? Back to Jon, maybe? Hopefully grab the right scrolls, you know? It might have been better for him to stay, because if he didn't grab the right scrolls to go through, he'd be more helpful to stay there. But he understands the urgency of what is happening, and the actual maesters don't understand it. They don't get it. It doesn't ring true to them. They don't understand. Sam's seen it. Sam's seen it.
found it, my lord. It took some searching. Maester Luwin's archives are very thorough.
You're sure this is the only copy in Winterfell?
Yes, my lord.
Can't quite make it out. Someone is dead. Signed by Sansa. Was it a trap? Did he set up a trap? I wonder what game he's playing. I couldn't fully read the scroll. Some of it was kind of blurry. Couldn't fully read the scroll. Wonder what game he's playing. He's up to something. He's clever. He's clever. I like Peter.
My scouts found them a mile south of the wall. Said they were on the way here.
You're the Hound.
Oh! How clever. Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is fun. It's so much fun when characters meet each other. I mean, Jon and the Hound would have been aware of each other, known each other, because the Hound served at King's Landing. So he would have known Jon, but it's still fun when they reunite and have conversations with each other and such. So this is good. I like the Hound.
I saw you once at Winterfell.
Whether we know it or not. We may take the steps, but the Lord of Light
For
clears
fuck's sake, will you shut your hole? Are we coming with you or not?
Then you want to know what we're doing?
Is it worse than sitting in a freezing cell waiting to die?
He's right. We're all on the same side.
How can we be?
We're all breathing.
Wow. Wow, I didn't realize they were going to come too. Unlikely. I guess it was likely because it happened, but I just didn't expect it. This show always has unexpected moments. It's pretty incredible. But off they go. They don't even know where they're going. I don't know if the Hound would have agreed to this if he knew. Yeah, I mean, he knows more because of seeing through the flames and everything, but off they go, north of the wall. Incredible. Incredible. Godspeed. Hope they come out on top. Alright, well, I'm going to watch the rest of this behind the credits and all that. Then I'll hopefully have some final thoughts for you at the end of this episode.
Win. That's one perspective. Tyrion has a different perspective. And hopefully people watching it will have their own, and they'll decide for themselves whether they think what she did was just or immoral.
Dracarys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. But it doesn't surprise me. And in some ways it worked. You know, she got everybody else to bend the knee. So, you know, I'm not a fan of her doing that, but at the same time, she got the outcome she wanted.
When Arya starts to act dangerous and act angry, he knows where Sansa's going to turn.
How will Jon Snow try to convince...
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Littlefinger. So clever. And it's interesting that he's, in theory, according to the writers, more clever than Arya. Or at least just as clever. But in this case, he won, where he was able to trick her and make her believe something that is not true. Well, you've reached it to the end of the episode. I did really enjoy that episode. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. I thought it was pretty exciting too. You know, no battle this episode, which is fine. You know, we're halfway through this season. I can't believe there's only 1.5 seasons left to go. We are running out of episodes, so that's going to be kind of sad when that moment comes. Hopefully it has a good ending, and I like the ending of Game of Thrones. But we will see. But so far, really cool. It's interesting that Cersei's pregnant again. It will be interesting to see if that changes her motives at all. I don't think it will. You know, I mean, she might be a little more cautious, but only because she has more of a reason now to stay alive and stay healthy. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Glad Jaime survived. That is good. Sorry about mispronouncing Tyrion's name. I don't know why. I went back to my old ways, and I apologize. But we got it fixed throughout the episode. But yeah, if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like. Consider subscribing if you're new. We are going to finish Game of Thrones, so we've still got a whole nother season ahead of us. We do this, we try to do it weekly every Thursday. So if you're enjoying this, feel free to let me know. Let me know if you have any comments, any feedback for me. I'd appreciate it. And what did you think of this season? I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's really good. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you.